Big question today is how to find your purpose. This big existential question. What is meaning? What is significance? What is my place in this big massive 3D world, in this life? How do I find my purpose? I have all of these stirrings. But I want to plant my flag into something. I want to set my roots deep into something. But I don't know quite what it is. I've tried this and I've tried that. But I don't have that sense of fulfillment. I don't have that sense of accomplishment, of validation, of the thing that I can, if I find it, life will start to make sense. If I can find that purpose, why I'm here, then life will start to unfold. So let's get into this question. How do I find my purpose? Firstly, my name is Rob Durlich. I'm a spiritual teacher, coach, thinker, all kinds of things in between all of that. Those are just labels to help describe a little bit about who I am. I am more than that. You can find out more information about me at my website, robdurlich.com, ROBDRLICH, and also on Instagram. Give me a follow there, ROBDRLICH. And what I do is help you live a life that is unshakable. When life starts to swirl around, the storms come, and it starts to shake your house, it starts to shake the foundation of who you are, because life is happening to you. I can help you create a life that is unshakable, that at the end of the day, you know you got life because you got yourself. Living unshakable, meaning living with a foundation from which everything grows. And when life hits, you got it. It may be tough. It may still be a little bit of a struggle, but you're not shaken to your core. You got this. So let's get into this big question. How do I find my purpose? How do I find, what we're asking for is how do I find meaning and significance, that my life, this one life in this body, with this name, with this face, has meaning, has significance, that I'm not wasting my life. I feel fulfilled. I feel excitement. I feel life animating through me. Do any of those questions or any of those tags hit you? Because that's what we're looking for when we're talking about purpose. And it plays out differently for different people. And a musician is going to find purpose in the music, in playing it, not in doing taxes or building a business, but in the music itself that he writes, or he or she writes and he or she plays for an audience. It's not necessarily about their applause, but how they feel when they are playing and the energy of that. But a person that is great at business, that has ideas, and they're an entrepreneur, their purpose might be, I want to build this business and this business because it can help these people. It can make money this way. It can become this and that. Purpose is because those are the things that we do. But ultimately, between both of them, the entrepreneur, the Gary Vaynerchuks of the world, and then, of course, the musicians of the world, they're both after one thing when they talk about purpose. It's how they feel inside when they're doing something. It's the experience, the internal experience of how they feel. It feels it has meaning. It feels it has significance. It is benefiting some part of this life that is outside of themselves in some way, shape, or form. Purpose. Here's one of the misconceptions about purpose. We often think that purpose is something that we find. That if we can get the right clues, we can follow the right map, we will find the right rock, we will pull up the rock. Underneath of it, there's purpose. And once I had that, now I got life. Now life will unfold the way that I want it to unfold. I want to challenge that, because I don't believe that purpose is something that you find. I believe purpose is something you grow. Purpose comes from within. And yes, we may have this feeling that of what is possible, because I believe that we get some sort of stamp of what is possible for our lives, and we sense it, we can see it. I believe that's part of the mystery of being spiritual and human. But at the core of that, in the practical 3D reality of your life, your emotions, of your existential questions, of your body, your humanness. You grow this thing. Purpose grows, which means the soil from which it grows needs to be fertile. It needs to have the ability to grow purpose. And that thing that you think is out there will come from within. Once it has a place, the seeds of purpose has a place to be put into the soil and to transform into the plant, into the tree, into whatever that thing is that's going to then grow and become something bigger than what it was when it started. Purpose is something you grow, but it has to be done in soil. And Jesus talks about this in one of his parables, throwing seed on bad ground. And the seed can't grow. It's rocky ground and it can't get into the soil and birds just eat it, right? It's on thorny ground where the weeds, it tries to grow, it gets a little bit of root, then it gets squashed away, it gets overrun by all the other stuff. And it's a beautiful parable to illustrate because it needs to be on good soil, which means, and we have to be careful with that because those of you that are performance minded, well, how do I get good soil? What do I have to do? What are the steps to get good soil? So here's the deal. Purpose grows in good soil, which means it's just simply your heart is open. Your heart is able to live in a level of sovereignty, in a level of freedom, which comes through the things in your life that are fearful, the things that are scary, the things that hurt, the pain points. You have started the healing journey of those things because we can't see our purpose. It has to grow from within. And so that's why the world feels kind of cloudy. And we have to go back and go, what is the thing I'm scared of? What are the things that I tense up about? My body responds to in relationships, in certain interactions with people, whatever that thing is. Purpose comes from deep exploration of the self and starting a healing journey because purpose is not going to fix you. You might feel broken and think purpose is the answer. You're not broken, but there might be some things that have happened to you, some stories that have happened to you that have written a certain image of the world that you think you need to be, or an image of the world that you are scared of. And that becomes part of your identity. It becomes part of this walled-off heart that you have that says, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And purpose has no place to grow. It can't grow in that kind of soil. So this is a journey of exploration of who you are, of what the past was and the stories of the past that were written upon you. This is a healing journey. And once the heart is able to be softened, able to open up, because what's behind purpose, authentic purpose, is love, which is the animation of the universe. Why? Because that is the very nature of God, of source, of the creator, of the great mystery, whatever that is that you call that from which we came. Purpose wants to come from that place, which then means the heart learns to open. It starts to heal the hard places are there to beautifully protect us. Start to soften. And we start to get our footing. We start to get our anchoring. And in this place, purpose, the seed of purpose, now can start to germinate. I'm not even sure if that's the right term, but starts to grow. And it starts to take the nutrients now of our heart that's open to life. It is open to love. It is open to us healing. It is open to rewriting the stories that have dictated who we are up until this point. And now from this place, purpose has a place to root in and grow. So I'll leave you with this. Just, again, I'm planting a seed here. I'm answering a question. I cannot possibly give you everything there is about how to find your purpose and all the things I hinted at along the way. because this is a deep unfolding for you. But you, every single one of you, find listening to this video, watching this video, you might feel that those other people have purpose, but I don't have purpose. I really don't have significant meaning. It somehow escaped me. It somehow is not me. We all have it. We all have that inside of us already planted. You have it. And it's a way of being, and it's a way of experiencing the world. Purpose to me is intentional living of what it is you want to experience. But you are deciding that. And that comes from growth from within. Oftentimes we're chasing somebody else's definition of purpose. Oftentimes we're chasing somebody else's sense of meaning and thinking if I can get what they have, I can make it my own. This is yours. This is your journey. And that's the beautiful thing. Because it doesn't have to look like somebody else's. You are a unique soul in a unique life on this planet with a unique purpose only for you. And you get to play with that. You get to dance with that. You get to live a life that is energetically free and sovereign, that is growing something. And at the core of that, you get to love. You get to love what you do. You get to love who you are. You get to love who you be. And from there, that is purpose that starts to grow. It's not necessarily the thing that you do. The thing that you do, the thing that you build, could be a part of it. But purpose is really at the core. I got me. I'm the one that generates meaning. Nobody on the outside generates meaning and significance for me. It comes from within. It comes through my relationship with God, Spirit, Source, whatever that is, the eternal connection to life that animates all things. And it comes through from me because I am awesome. I am beautiful. I am held. I am loved. All the things. That is where meaning and significance starts to come from. Then from there, all the cool shit can grow from that. All the things that we want to build can come from that. It's really about being comfortable with yourself. It is really about being free and sovereign inside your own being, inside your body. That's the core of this. So there's no steps. If you're in my coaching program, each person is going to have a different process of how they start to grow their purpose, of how they do the healing and all the things, because you're a unique soul on a unique journey. There are no steps. It is your process. You are writing your story. You're writing your journey. You're deciding how you want to live this life. You're the one creating the life that you want to live. So I leave you with this. I threw a lot at you in this video. I threw a lot of different things that maybe something will stick. Maybe it's this thing. Maybe it's that. Who knows what it is for you? Take it. Just let it be. I love you. If you are interested in learning more about me, again, go to my website, robdurlich.com, ROBDRLICH. Instagram, same exact handle, spelling of my name. Very simple. And on my website and through Instagram, you can get a free ebook called Living Unshakable. I go into this a little bit more, into some of the things. I share part of my personal story, my own journey in this ebook. And it's a great 15-page book. It is simple. It is an introduction. It is not the complete picture, but an introduction and a little bit more depth on living a life that is unshakable. So go check it out. And until next week, blessings, blessings. Remember, God fucking loves you.